Hello, my name is Enrico Pozzo, and I'm creating this series that is all about capturing your optimum health. As me, you may be a little bit later on in life and have gained a few pounds along the way. I am 58 years old currently, and a couple of years ago I was at my highest weight ever, which was around 248 pounds. Currently I weigh around 220, and that's because I've gained a few pounds back since I lost, I'd lost weight all the way down to about 206 was at my low, and then I was plateaued for a while at around 212. I think my ideal weight is right around 200 is what I would love to weigh, and maybe even a little bit below that. When I was younger, I weighed around 185. So we'll see whether I'm going to get back there or not. That's not what it's about. This series is not about weight. It's really about having optimum health available to you. It's also really important to know that I am not a doctor. I'm not a physician. I'm just sharing with you my personal experiences. I've been able to turn my health around. That diagnosis of diabetes was a great wake-up call for me. My mother had diabetes. She did not manage it very well. And ultimately, her diabetes turned into dementia. And then eventually she died from some complications that came forth out of her diabetes. People don't die of diabetes. They always die of other diseases that show up. And ultimately, she had a weakened immune system, and that ultimately turned into pneumonia, and she didn't survive the pneumonia. But seeing her gradually decline and seeing her memory disappear over time was really hard on her. And I knew that if I did not get my weight and my life under control, where this was going to go. And it did not look very pleasant to me. So I really started to take my diet and my exercise seriously. My very first reaction to the diagnosis was like, oh, it's hereditary. There's nothing I can really do about it. However, there's also a school of thought that says, it's all diet and exercise. And, when my mother first received her diagnosis, I really encouraged her to look at her diet and exercise. And she just always felt fine as long as she would take her insulin shots, that she was able to live a perfect and normal life. However, I saw her health gradually decline, and I so wish that she would have gotten it under control. So when I received my diagnosis, I really said to myself internally, like, okay, it's time for you to put your money where your mouth is and see if this can be resolved through diet and exercise. And I did. I lost 26 pounds, and my blood sugars went back to normal, and I was fitter. I thought clearer than I did before. I could really tell that for a lot of people, diabetes turns into dementia or some kind of memory loss, because later on I learned that your like the blood that runs through your brain essentially becomes like molasses due to the elevated blood sugar levels. So when my blood sugar levels returned to normal, I just noticed that I was thinking much clearer and I could remember much more, et cetera, et cetera. So there's so many benefits. One of them is that you can look in the mirror and feel really proud. I loved it when I finally shed my old clothes because they had all become really baggy and had to buy a whole new wardrobe just because nothing fit me anymore. And so that's if that's a path that you would like to be on, then travel with me, like and subscribe. I'm going to create very short little videos, each of them which is going to explore an aspect that really contributed to me regaining my optimum health and working toward optimum health. So I so look forward to your comments and to your thoughts so that together we can really regain our optimum life and make out of this life, this beautiful life that we're given, and make everything out of it that we can. So thanks for being here, and thank you for listening today.